The scenery outside reminds me of my pride, reminds me of my will. At the windowsill, I sit and see the grays, the children they all play and laugh amongst themselves. Somehow remind me of myself on the merry-go-round.
Okay, before anybody even starts bitching about me making video while I'm driving, I'm stopped. I press play, now I'm driving. Not even gonna look at you, just gonna talk to you. All right, listen, I want to chat about, what's been going on with this, putting this committee together and this $4.16 million and all that, right? I've already made a couple videos on it. It has been hotly debated over the last couple days, and people are on different sides of it. So I have my viewpoints, just like everyone has their viewpoints. I might be right, I might be wrong, but I have some ideas, and I'd like your input on these ideas. Everyone watching this video, I feel like a lot of the debate that's actually happening is because these particular people, this Alex and Ed Zardar, but mostly Alex because he initiated this thing, that they appointed themselves, that they got together and they came together and figured out what 6 or what 9 people should be on this committee, which may be making some people feel a bit left out, excluded, and slighted, okay? I'll say it like this, right? And I don't know this for sure, but this is what I suppose. I suppose that if Vegas was included in that list, in the proposal, we probably wouldn't be having all this debate and really heated argument about this proposal right now, okay? Maybe. I don't have a crystal ball, I can't tell the future. But I think that it has to do with who appointed themselves and who was left out, because that's been brought up so many different times, right? I've got some ideas in my head. They're not solidified in any way, shape, or form, okay? But I'm going to lay out a little bit of a blueprint that I think might work, and it's absolutely open to tweaking and debate and conversation, or it's open to telling me, Trev, you're an idiot. That would never work, right? But this is what's in my head. So, hold on, navigating the roads here, gonna concentrate on what I'm doing. All right, so my feeling is that we do need leadership, and I talked about this yesterday in my video. Talked about how, all right, I am noticing that I'm kind of on a tilt. Sorry. Nobody around, nothing's in danger. Having some issues. Okay. All right, let me do this like this. All right, that's easy. Okay. So, I mentioned yesterday in my video that I believe that we do need leadership, and it's just like kind of like having the U.S. government, right, where we elect people that we trust to make the decisions that are usually above our heads and above our pay grades, but we pick people that, out of the pool of people that we have, we pick the people that we trust the most, but every single decision that is made does not have to go up for vote to the community, okay? And by the same logic, it doesn't make sense to say, put that money in the community pool, this is a community project, and anything should be voted on and go up for governance and be voted on by the community. That's just not practical, it's not logical, right? So, here's what I propose. Instead of appointing these 6 or these 9 people, I would say that we should elect 8 people, not 9, 8 people, right? I don't even know what the number 9, where that came from. That makes me think of the Nazgul 9. Anyway, 8 people. And multi-sig, needing needing 5 of the 8 to sign off on any decisions that are made. Okay, let's just keep that there for a minute. Okay, but what I suggest is that we take maybe a week. Right? This doesn't have to be a long process. We take a week. We give everyone a week to submit their, like a week, let's say it was a week from now, right? A week from now, we would say that everyone has to submit their proposal to Terra Station, and the proposal would be simple. It would be your name, your resume, I guess, right? Why you feel like you should be elected to this committee, what you've done for the community, what you can make it as extensive as you want, but that's all we need. Every individual person who is going to put themselves up for election to put a proposal on Terra Station. Now, it costs something to put a proposal on Terra Station, so that would hopefully weed out, Joe Schmo who nobody knows from just putting his name up there, you know what I mean? So hopefully we would have a good pool of decent people, right? Once we had that, right? Once that day came across and everybody put their name up, now we would have to, as a community, sorry, as a community, we would have to vote on these individual people. And we would vote like we normally vote, okay? You gotta reach quorum. If you don't reach quorum, you don't go on to the second week. If you reach quorum, you go on to the second week. That should narrow it way down, okay? And now it's going to be a matter of who gets the most votes. It'll be on number of votes, right? It has to be worked out. However you do it, with a code or smart contracts or whatever it is, it has to be worked out so each person only gets one vote. You can't vote 50 times for one person or whatever. One vote and that's it, okay? And then the top 8 number of votes, those are our 8 guys, all right? For, I'm going to say 6 months. Every 6 months, we will repeat this process, okay? So in 6 months comes up, we vote on the 8 that are still there, okay? And if we vote to keep them, that's the end of the process. But if any one or any number of those 8 we vote out, and those would be the votes, yes or no, you know what I mean? So if it's no, and someone is voted out, right, then the following week, if you want to put yourself up for election to fill that seat, you've got a week to complete the process, right? Put your name, your information, everything on Terra Station. We go through the voting process again, and we vote people in and out every 6 months. Now, the people who are in office, if you will, okay, I believe that they should have a higher percentage of the vote. Like, let's say that each of them gets 10 votes, okay? This is when we're electing or getting rid of people on the team, right? Let's say each of them has 10 votes. They can disperse those votes however they want to disperse those votes. They can put them all on one person. They can divide them up. They can do whatever they want to do. They get 10 votes. The reason I'm saying that they get 10 votes is because, I'll tell you what, these people know more than we do, okay? They know more than we do. And by only having one vote, and by the people on the committee having 10 votes each, hopefully that would alleviate some of, the where people just get voted in because of their popularity, okay? We don't need anybody that's there because they're popular. We need people who are there who can efficiently and trustworthy, that can do the job, all right? So, again, all of this is all off the top of my head. This can all be tweaked and maneuvered if it even makes sense, okay? Now, as far as, all right, so let's say we've got our 8, and now they're governing things. They have control of this $4.16 million and whatever else is, in the future put into whatever pool that they're working from, okay? I would say, and we can adjust these numbers, but I would say, pick a number, right? maybe anything over $100,000 or maybe anything over $250,000 would require a proposal and vote by the community. Okay, they don't have the ability to unanimously or whatever vote on anything that has that needs over, again, $250,000 involved. All right. Again, a lot of this stuff needs to be tweaked. I understand, because there's a lot of details that would be involved, right? But I'm trying to think of ways where we can have this government system, right? We can have this leadership system, but they don't have total control. Okay, they can get voted out. We still have control over anything over a certain dollar amount. If I thought about it, there's probably more things that I would want to add to it, but that's kind of the gist of it. Okay, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I onto something? Does it make absolutely no sense for some reason? Could it make sense possibly, right? But in this way, to me, it's like if we put, listen, Vegas can throw his name in, Happy Caddy can throw his name in, anybody can throw their name in as long as they want to make this proposal on Terra Station, and we're going to vote on it. We're going to decide who these people are, right? Zaradar, Ed, Alex, any of them, okay? That's how it would work. I don't know. In my head, that makes more sense to me, because I do think that we need leadership. I think we need people making the everyday decisions and that can move fast, and get some of these things established, okay? So, leave a comment in the comment section, hit the like button, hit the don't like button, hit whatever you want to hit. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's chat more about this later, okay? All right, just my idea. Ciao.